So I'm looking better post-dental appointment. You can see I've still got a little droop here. So part of my neurological responses with having epilepsy is just an aversion to people touching my face. Like just, it can anger me, it can shock me. I don't like people touch my face. And as a result, I have avoided dental work a lot. Didn't even realize I was doing it, but it made sense. And so I had a dental appointment today and, just 2 fillings. And so my dentist has been great. They know about the neurological responses I have and that kind of thing. And so they came in and they're like, hey, we're gonna do these 2 fillings. I was like, hey, just remind you. And they're like, yep, got it on the chart. They're like, if you need anything, you just raise your left hand. And I told them, I was like, you don't have to worry about a grand mal seizure or anything like that. Just making you aware that I might have some responses to it, like a tear. I'm not going to be crying, but like I'm just going to have to take breaks. And they're doing a great job. They're accommodating me. But immediately, they put the numbing gel on there, and I'm like, and my head's a little bit below my feet, and I'm like, this is gonna be tough. And they wanted to put a spacer for me to clench on my left tooth, and I was like, I can't handle that. I just can't do it. They're like, okay, we're just gonna have to keep your mouth open. I was like, hang in there. So then they put a shot in, and I was struggling already. Like it was so invasive. And I'm hanging in there. Well, then they start doing the fillings and the drilling and all that stuff. And tears, like it's weird. I'm not crying, but tears are just coming out of my, every couple times I just had to raise my hand. But then all of a sudden I had like this violent shake in my hands. They were just back and forth. And they're like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I keep taking breaks. And then, tears are streaming and it's down my face and down my neck. And they did a great job. They accommodated me, did everything I could. And then when we got done, they give me sunglasses just for light sensitivity when they're doing it because they've got that light right above my face. And they're like, what do you need? And I was like, I just need time. And they sat me up and I sat in that space. It was so hard to regain composure. Tears streaming down my face, the shakes are still there. And they were great. They're like, hey, would you like for us to process your payment and you can stay in here? And I'm like, no, composing myself is part of the process. I need to stand up and get going. That's going to help me get going. Can I take these cheap sunglasses on the way out? So I don't, because my mouth's drooping. I don't want to look like I just got beaten up. And they're like, yeah. So I sit there and I do my breathing exercises in and out, and I finally get enough to get going. So I put my jacket on, I got these sunglasses, and I go out, and the front desk person was like, oh, they forgot to take the sunglasses. I'm like, no, I needed to wear these, and they're like, great. So I go to the restroom, same kind of thing, breathing, and finally I get in my car, and I'm finally able to calm down. And I liken it to being assaulted. And again, they were fantastic, but I just continue to discover the challenges with living with a neurological condition and epilepsy and that kind of thing. I just was not expecting any of that. I expected something, but I didn't expect anything that personal and that traumatic. So I'm very thankful. If you're in the Fredericksburg area, reach out to me. I'll tell you who they are. I think they were great. But I calmed down. Funny thing is I later on went and got a cup of coffee and forgot my mouth was drooping. I had to be really careful and not drool over myself. So today is a busy day. It's not a day where I can take things off, but I need to do breathing. I've already done my run today, so I'm not going to get that in. I think that helped set me well for today. But for all my friends who struggle with epilepsy and neurological conditions as related to things like this, my compassion goes out to you. For family members, just be kind and compassionate to people who go through things like that, because this is just an ever-growing and ever-learning experience. So hang in there. Thankful for my dentist and everyone who cared for me today. And we'll share more later as we continue to fight the fight.